Alright, once again we are setting up the Wrd-Pro6 setting tool. I'm going to do this on a few different cars, showing that this setup is viable for most vehicles. So we're going to start once again this hook at the top of the glass. We're going to be aligning with the black mark here. Yellow mark is vehicle specific for the older GMs and Chevys, specifically the 1658s, 1341s, and 1549s. So we're going to use this mark here. We're going to align this screw with the top of the pillar on this side, level this as much as possible, and then we're going to align the top of this tube halfway up this tube at this mark. Check that, align that. So see if I can get you a good view here. This screw aligned with the top there, and then the top of this tube aligned at the mark here. Anchor this one over to our glass. Same thing. You're going to go top of the hook at the top of the glass. Only this time you're going to come all the way down to the cup. Thumb right there. Rotate 90 degrees. And you want to make sure that your tube here is perpendicular with the edge of your glass. You don't want it off on an angle in any direction. You want it as perpendicular as possible. You go here, thumb mark, rotate 90 degrees, setting your cup just inside the frit band or on the edge of the frit band here, and then anchor this cup. Once that one's anchored, you can pull this tube out so you don't have to dodge it whenever you walk around your glass. I set with 2 cups on the passenger side because it gives me more control, as I've said in previous videos. It gives me more control over the glass. So I can push, pull, twist, lift, whatever I need to do to the glass to manipulate it into position. There are going to be those windshields out there that are special cases, and this is not one of them. So you're going to set your bottom cup up down here right at the edge of the frit, and then second cup up at or just above halfway, and then that is going to give you the best balance point for when your other side of your glass is hanging on that hook. And that is your final setup there. Alright, setting the glass on our Highlander with our Wrd-Pro6, and I will explain in this one why we go to this mark, which is the mark that I use, rather than the base of the cup when measuring on the vehicle. So make sure all of our cups are anchored. Hang that there, and then with the 2 cups, you can see I can keep it off of the vehicle. Set our passenger side. Going over here, moving up to this mark when you're aligning this tool gives you a larger gap here, so it keeps the glass and your glue, if you shoot the glue on the glass, keeps it up off of the vehicle, so you don't have to worry about touching the roof with your glue or touching the dashboard. So now we're going to bolt this up like so, pop this cup loose, hang that on my apron so I don't have to drop it on the ground. Check the top of our glass, check our glue line here on the side, and drop this one in place. Tape in place there. Double check this side, make sure everything is supposed to be. Make sure we maintain our gaps. Pop those cups loose. All done.